everybody, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you've never been here before. I'm Chloe and today I'm super excited, and I'm always excited, but even more today because I received a few weeks ago a full bag of Kevyn Aucoin cosmetic, and I'm a big fan of Kevyn Aucoin, the human being and the cosmetic line. So I was just super happy to hear that they are going to be launching in Dubai, in the UAE very soon, because we don't have the brand here. So I just couldn't be happier right now. And so today we're going to be talking about the products. I'm going to be showing you how to recreate this makeup look right here. And I don't know if you can tell, but actually I have a full coverage foundation, a full coverage concealer, I have highlighter, I have contour, I have a smoky eye look, but it still looks super fresh and super, super natural, and I'm in love with the range. So I can't wait to talk to you about everything. So keep watching if you're interested, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more of my video. I'll speak to you soon, and let's get started. So first I'm gonna prep my skin, and I have a strict skincare routine right now. I'm actually trying the new Charlotte Magic Serum Crystal Elixir for 30 days. So I really want to stick to this. If you want to know more about this product, check out this video above. I'm going to put the link, but basically this is apparently something that is going to completely change my skin for the better. As you can see, it could use a bit of help. So it's a serum, so I'm just going to just quickly apply this, and this smells so good. So I'm on day 2 right now, so we still have quite a long time to go before I really can see results. Although you can actually see results very quickly. I can see already that my skin is so much more hydrated and looks much more plump and bright, so I'm quite happy. But it's also supposed to lift your features and do all sort of things. So just gonna put that very quickly, and on top I'm actually gonna put the award-winning Magic Cream. It's actually number 1 seller in the UK right now, and this is the light version, so it's just a bit more easy for daytime, and it has SPF in it, so I really like it. Okay, so to start this makeup I'm going to be using the foundation balm, which is called Baume de Teint in French if you are a French speaker. And this basically is a foundation in a pot like this, and I actually really like this product because first of all it comes with a tiny foundation brush. So this is what you get, and this is super practical. And this product is a full coverage foundation, but it kind of melts onto your skin and give you this very soft velvety finish. I'm going to be trying it right now. So if you don't want to contaminate your product by going with the brushes directly inside, you really kind of want to try to take maybe the back of a brush and scrap a bit of the product. This is my shade, so you take a bit of the product with your brush, and that you're going to apply it on the back of your hand if your hands are clean, and then you can go with your brush right onto it, and then you can just start to go on your skin. And this, when you first apply it, it kind of feel a little dry, but as you just touch the warmth of your skin, it's really going to melt and give you this just amazing finish. And I think I really like how quickly how quickly you get coverage, but also you get lots of radiance. This product is very luminous and it's very light on the skin. You actually don't feel sometimes with foundation you feel that creamy sticky feeling, and it's not really enjoyable. But it feels super soft, really soft, to the point that you're actually wondering if you have anything on your skin. So can you see the difference between this side that is super well covered, lots of radiance, and this side which is let's not talk about it. So this is basically what this foundation does. So as you see, everything looks amazing now. My skin looks much more fresher. I still have a few things I have to cover, and I will use a concealer for this, but in no time I really have honestly a very nice looking skin. And when I move my feet here, it doesn't go into lines, it's just really settle very well, and it doesn't make me look any older. Sometimes foundation, they just go into the creases and stuff, so it's not great. So this is actually a very nice foundation for mature skin as well, if you are looking for a new product to try. Okay, now we're gonna be using one of those amazing products that everybody should have or try in their life. It's the Essential Skin Enhancer, and this is basically a foundation slash a concealer slash a corrector. So it's up to you how you want to use this product. I'm going to be using it as concealer today because I already did my skin. But if you have only this product in your makeup kit, you will be able to do your foundation, your concealer, your contour, your highlight, everything. If you have different shades, you can really, this is like a multi-purpose product, which I absolutely love because I'm all about multi-purpose products. So what you want to do for this is same thing. You want to take the back of a brush and take a bit of the product onto your hand, and then you just want to go with your finger straight onto the product, and you want to kind of like warm up the product first. So this is really super highly full coverage, and but it still again look very radiant, but you really have to work the product into your skin. And I'm just gonna go right in the corner of my eyes, and I'm just gonna work under my eyes, and as you can see, in no time, this is how much coverage I have, and I only put a tiny amount into my finger, and I'm really just dabbing that product under my eyes. I want to have the coverage, but I really want it to melt into my skin. And also I always kind of also apply on top of my eyelid, because often we have different color on our eyelid, and it's also a great base for your eyeshadow. And I just really want to create maximum of light and cover my dark circle. And already you can see how much lighter is my under eyes and how much light I bring to my under eyes compared to this side that looks very tired. And I only put a small amount. As you can see, I have plenty left on the back of my hand, and in the pot itself there is so much product. This is honestly gonna last you, I think, all year long. So this is basically what you want to do. So I'm also adding a bit of concealer on my chin. As you know, I like to highlight my chin to bring it forward because I don't have much chin. I know it sounds weird, but you will see after it looks great. And so I'm just going to take a bit of a darker concealer for my little spots that you see. This one is a little darker, it's number SX11, and before I use the number SX07. And so I'm just going to put a tiny bit on my little spots that I have here. So if you're a makeup artist, this is definitely a product that you want to have in your makeup kit, because in no time you are able to cover everything. If your clients have pigmentation or you know, scars and all of that, you can really work magic in no time. And honestly, it looks super natural. So I just see a little bit of spot here. But basically, this is where we are. So now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be setting my skin, and I don't have a Kevyn Aucoin powder, so I'm just going to be using something else. So what I'm using right now is the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Powder with my beauty sponge, and my beauty sponge is a little damp, so the powder won't look cakey. And I'm just gonna go under my eyes and quickly fix my under eyes. I don't put too much, just enough, so it really kind of sets the product without going into fine line. So now, as you can see, I have lots of highlight, which I'm going to be correcting later on, so it looks all nice and natural. And just gonna press the powder as well on my spots. So when you have spots like me, you don't want to drag your powder like crazy everywhere, because it's going to move the work that you've done with the coverage. So you really want to just dab that product, that powder onto the skin, so you really stay and set onto your little spot. So now I'm going to be warming up my complexion to make it a bit more summery, sun-kissed, and a bit more fresh. So what I'm going to be using is the Neon Bronzer by Kevyn Aucoin, and this is my favorite bronzer of the moment. I absolutely love it. And the great thing about this bronzer is you can actually use it all year long, because you have, it's an ombre effect, you see, so you can use that lighter bronzer here in the winter when you're a bit less tan, and this part here in the summer, so you can really play around. And you can also just mix them all together, which I like to do. So I'm just going right in, there to really bronze those cheekbones, and I'm also going to go on the forehead. So it's quite highly pigmented. And so this bronzer is for me the perfect shade because it looks a bit more reddish than orangey. So when you are actually tanning, your skin tends to actually look a bit more red, and so it turns a bit later on into a caramel and a bit orangey shade depending on your skin tone. But this is just really mimicking for me what my skin would look like if it was actually a real tan, and so it looks very, very natural. But as you can see now, my skin looks super fresh and tan, and I didn't go too high up because I really want to keep the highlight here. I just really stay on my cheekbone and jawline and a bit on my forehead. So now I have an all over sun-kissed look. And now I'm going to be using this right here. It's called the Contour Book, and this is a palette that is perfect if you want an all-in-one palette for your complexion. So here you have 3 different shades of contouring, you have 2 different highlighter, one is more peachy, one is more golden, and you have a blusher, again in an ombre kind of effect, so you can really choose the shade that complements more your skin tone. Here it's a bit more orangey, here it's a bit more pinkish, and here it's a bit more light. So up to you what you want to use. I'm going to be going right now with this more orangey, a bit of pink as well, and I'm just gonna smile and use this on the apple of my cheek. So now I just bring back the life into my skin, the blood onto my skin with blusher. Honestly, I'm obsessed with blusher. I just feel like it just gives the whole vibe. So I went a bit heavy, but I think I just look so much fresher with blusher. So if you wanted, you could also contour a bit more with those contouring shades right here. I wanted to have more of a bronzing kind of look, so I used the bronzer, but you can definitely use those shades, but they're a bit more matte, so there's not so much of reflection of shimmer. And then the highlighter. So for the highlighter, I'm going to try to use the gold and a bit of the peach, and I'm just gonna go, ooh, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna go right here, add a tiny touch of highlighter. I don't want to go too crazy, but as you can see here, honestly it's just very, let me go closer. It's just very pretty, and it changes the whole mood, you know. Now honestly my skin has never been better. Those products are so good. Okay, so I did my eyebrow off camera. If you want to know how to do my brow, you can ask me and I will tell you. I haven't done a video yet. And so now I'm gonna be using this palette right here, and this is an eyeshadow palette with lovely brown and beige shade. There's also a liquid eyeshadow right here, a goldish liquid eyeshadow. This palette is called Focused. Is it called Focused? Emphasize Eye Design Palette in Focused, yes. So it's a very pretty palette. If you are into those kind of shade, I actually did a look already with this palette. If you want to check it out, there is a video, there is a link above. So we're not going to start with this liquid eyeshadow because I've used it already, but I might pop it in the look a bit later on. We're going to build a smoky eyes, and we're going to be using first, let me see, I feel like we're going to be using first that darkest shade right on the left side of the palette. So for a smoky eye look, if you are new to makeup, I recommend you to do your smoky eyes before your skin. But today I think I'll be able to do it in a clean way. So what you want to do to avoid to have too much fallout, you really want to dab the eyeshadow onto your eyelid. You don't want to drag it, because when you drag it, this is exactly when all the shadow is going to fly everywhere into your skin. But if you take this kind of flat condensed brush, you can really just press the eyeshadow onto your eyelid. So yeah, so you want to build intensity on your mobile eyelid first, and just by pressing that pigment. So just building this shape, and right now I don't worry about blending at all. I really just want to place that color right here. Okay, so once you have this, you're going to be taking a fluffier brush, and what you're going to do is you're going to take that color here. So it's a bit of a lighter brown color. Those brown shades are more cold, they're not very warm, there's not much orange inside, so they are more cold brownish, which I think is really elegant. So we're just going to be taking that shade, and this is going to help us blend and really have like a smooth transition. So this is what you want to do. You know how bronzer palette was ombre, so you come from light to dark. It's the same for your eyeshadow. You really want to have that intensity, and then lightly it's just gonna smoke out and become lighter and lighter and lighter, because under your brow bone you always just want to keep it super not super light, but really want to keep it light because you want to have this highlight. So you just want to smoke that shadow and just in a nice soft way. And with a different brush right under your brow bone, you're going to be using that beige color right here, just to help you blend as well everything together. So you're just gonna do like that very quickly. And this is really what you want to do when you do your eyeshadow. You really don't want to see any edges. You want to make sure that everything is blended together. So one light color, one medium color, and one dark color for your smoky eye look. And now I'm going to be taking that color right here in the middle. So this color, I'm just going to be placing it right here at the start of my eyes. And I'm actually going to mix a bit of the gold as well, just to have a bit more highlight. I'm just going to place that right here. Also, I really encourage you to go check out the story of Kevyn Aucoin. Kevyn Aucoin was such a legend in the makeup world. He was, honestly, he was actually the first celebrity makeup artist as we know it. There was Max Factor before him, but Kevyn Aucoin was really in the spotlight. He was all over the media. He was actually the one that started the contouring trend. He wasn't Mario, sorry, I love Mario, but it was actually Kevyn Aucoin. He was also the first one to share his technique to the world, so he had his books. So he was the first one to do like tutorials and all this stuff. Obviously there was no YouTube or anything like that, but he was just sharing, pouring his heart out, and it was all about, you know, supporting the underdog, supporting difference, embracing your natural beauty. Actually in this palette it says beauty belongs to the brave, and I love this little saying right here on the top of the palette. So he was really a special person. Unfortunately he passed away, but we have his legacy, we have his makeup, and I think we should really learn more about him because he was such an amazing human being. Okay, let's keep going. After that, we're gonna be using that liquid eyeshadow right here. This is a liquid gold eyeshadow. Let me see if I can show you. So this is how it looks, and it's just super pretty. And what I'm gonna do with this is, I'm actually not sure, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a bit of this color on at the start of my eyes, just like that. So I really want to just have that pop of color in here, just to make my eye look a bit more fresh and sexy. And this is what I want to do with this. So we're nearly done here, but what I want to do is just to drag a bit more the eyeshadow out of my eye. So I'll just create the illusion of a bigger eye, just to have more of a lifted eye, a bit more smoky, a bit more sexy, just a tiny touch more intensity. And by the way, this palette is very cool because it has matte shade, it has shimmery shade, and it has a liquid eyeshadow, so you have a bit of everything. I'm sure it comes in different color. I haven't actually checked, I just have this one, but this is just perfect for me. So this is basically the eyeshadow look I wanted to show you. Very quick and simple, but very efficient. If you want to add a bit of highlight, you can also use that shade right under your brow bone if you like to have more of a lots of highlight type of makeup. Okay, now I'm going to be using a mascara, and I have here the Kevyn Aucoin volume mascara, and this mascara is amazing. It's a tubing mascara. It's super sleek packaging. First of all, it's just such a precious packaging, and the brushes, the bristles are so tiny that it's super precise, so you really embrace each of your lashes and give you like a super precise application. And because it's a tubing mascara, it gives you lots of lengths. Okay, so we're nearly there with this look. What I'm going to do is to put some lipstick. I don't have a Kevyn Aucoin lipstick, so I'm going to be using Too Faced, and the color is Undercover Lover. So it's a nice nude shade. I was very torn between putting something very strong like a red, but actually I'm going to go with a soft nude. I love to smudge my lipstick with my finger. I find it very sexy. It just gives you natural effect. I don't know. I don't like too much lip liner, but this I really like to just do that. Okay, now last but not least, I'm going to be using the Kevyn Aucoin Glass Glow Face. I don't know if you heard about this, but it's basically a gloss for your face. So it gives you that glass looking skin effect. I can hear my neighbor doing some handy work right here, sorry for the noise. So you just put a pump of the product on the back of your hand, and you're just gonna use your finger, dab the product, and you're just gonna pop it on top of the highlight here, and this is just gonna give you so much more freshness. So you know, like highlighter, usually they sit on top of your skin, but this is just going to give you that natural kind of glow effect. So I just put a tiny bit, because I have quite a bit of acne right now. I don't want to highlight this acne, so if I put it on my face all over, it's just gonna look a bit messy. Can you see the difference between this side that looks like more fresh, you know? It looks like if I spray some water onto my face, you know, it gives you that very glossy look, which I absolutely love, because I feel like I'm all about natural looking skin. So this is definitely a very cool product. I can even put some on my lips to add a bit more freshness. I know I say freshness a lot, but I'm all about freshness when it comes to makeup. You want to wear makeup, but you don't want the whole world to see how much layer of makeup you have, and I put layers, but it looks fresh. So this is the end result. I hope you enjoyed the video. I really tried to show you the best of Kevyn Aucoin product, at least the one I have. As you can see, he's a master of complexion. I'm loving this fresh, modern makeup look. I do have a smoky eyes, I do have a full coverage foundation, but it still looks super fresh. Yes, so I'm super happy. Okay, hope you enjoyed it, and I see you very soon for another makeup tutorial. Please leave your comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and press a little bell so you can see every time I post a new video. I see you very soon. Lots of love and kisses. Bye.